Hey gamers, this is Whacker with GG Gamer coming to you with podcast number episode 2. Today I am sitting down with Omni.
Hello.
We also have Rhett Sedge again.
Hello, everybody.
We have Smokey back as well.
What up?
And today joining us we got Dr. Bowles finally.
Hello there.
Alright, today we're going to talk about GG Gamer, what it is for some of you that don't really know. We'll get a little deeper into the features. We're also going to talk some E3 and just some other random news depending on our time limits here.
Yay, random.
Yeah, random. So I'm going to throw it to you, Red Sedge. Let's talk GG Gamer, kind of explain it, the basis to people.
Okay. I mean, GG Gamers, cool. The end. No. It's going to be sweet. It's obviously, it's a social network for gamers. So, we're gearing towards bringing that community together, helping users display their stuff, giving gamers a place to talk and meet each other. So that's kind of where a lot of our features are aimed at. So one of the big ones is finding new players to play with, right? Meeting other people, talking to them about your favorite games, and then, going off and playing together and sharing those experiences. So one of the great ways to do that on the site is in your game library. We have a game library section where you can put in, your whole archive of games that you've played, are playing, want to play. And then there's a form that you can fill out basically talking about everything about that game. So what characters you play, what servers you're on, what roles you like to play. So if I'm a healer in an MMO or I like to tank, you can search for other players specifically based on that stuff. So that obviously helps you, form teams and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and that's a huge reason we actually started. This is Omni, and that's a huge reason we actually started this about a year and a half ago now, is I was getting so frustrated playing League and getting paired with random people that aren't so great it drove me to make a website that could do that.
Well, because League is a game where you need to get 10 wins in a row or whatever. Is that right? To rank up and
if you're playing
that's
ranked,
gotta be a pain. Yeah.
Oh, it is a super pain. I mean, it's like trying to be consistent at winning the lottery.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
So it's pretty tough. So that's kind of one of the big driving factors that made me want to start it. Not to mention just always sitting by myself playing games, wishing I had people to tell about my achievements I was doing within these games besides my friends when I see them. It'd be nice to all be on something other than Facebook that's geared towards gamers and has features that are gonna be geared towards the gamers. So that was another reason we started this, and that's actually something big I was looking forward to, is being able to assemble ranked teams for different games and whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so many gamers out there. It's just a matter of connecting everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, along with that stuff, a lot of gamers, show off their stuff. There's so many Let's Plays and videos and guides and tutorials, everything that gamers do. And so we wanted to create a platform where they have a place to do that, to show off and get recognized for what they've achieved.
Right.
So there's public pages.
I'm going to go along with that.
Yeah, go.
So as he was mentioning, you'll be uploading videos of gameplay or whatever you do, if it's a tutorial or a guide. So they have the ability to be rated. So not only you can dislike something and you can rate it 1 to 100% with a dislike.
I like that. That's cool. First page with a dislike button.
Yeah. So people might get their feelings hurt, but it's also to weed out people that are just doing things that are just, not either not directed at gaming, or they're just garbage. They're
spam.
Right, spam. Whatever it may be, it'll drive those things down to the bottom of the list so we don't have to see them, basically.
It's we don't want to hear about your girlfriend or your boyfriend. We're here to talk about games and game-related news.
Exactly. So, and it's also good for, if anything comes out controversial, people can start rating it and you can start getting an idea for how people are reacting to any subject that's dealing with gaming. Now, if you're putting up videos of your gameplay, say, and you keep getting 90 to 100% on these, you're going to get noticed. And what does notice means? Well, we're going to put you up on the homepage. We have a special place designated for gaming news and to show off our users. So if you keep getting 100% and say your Blops videos, then we are going to put you up there for everybody to see on the homepage. So it's a great way to maybe launch a gaming career as well as just kind of show us what you got, or show the world what you got.
Right,
Yeah,
because
great
we
starting place
also-
to get exposure.
Yeah,
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
we do hope that shooters and everything else is is going to get bigger in the esports world.
Yep.
That's a big thing, and I'd like to definitely like to see GG focus on some esports.
For sure. I
Yeah.
mean, when you got League of Legends giving out over $1 million for tournaments,
God, that
games
is
are going to do
insane.
nothing. Yeah, I mean, games are going to do nothing but get bigger, and we're going to be there for that.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So again, going along with the sharing, we have templates for stuff too to help people get started. So if you want to start writing reviews or writing guides to share with people, we've got a place to do that. If you don't really know how that works, just go to our template, start filling out stuff, and in a matter of minutes, you'll have one made. And get your opinion out there, let your voice be heard, and connect to other players.
That's very cool.
Yep, we've also got a leveling system. So, you're going to get rewarded for participating on the site. Every little thing you do on the site earns you experience points. And as you gain experience, you go up in levels. And along with that, we've got all sorts of customizable content for your personal profile.
Yeah.
So as
and
you level up, you'll gain access to this stuff, and you can customize your page. And then when other people visit your profile, they'll see what you got. They'll see your level, they'll see your icons, your backgrounds, your banner picture, all sorts of stuff that you can unlock in the store for free, just using your experience points for using the site. And people can kind of get a quick rundown of what you're doing.
And I love that, man. I love the idea that people can personalize their page and make it their own. So right when you visit their page, you can see what they're about, each different player.
Yeah, dude, that's a great feature.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome.
Gamers love showing off, right? I mean, we love teabagging each other and
customizing
others.
I'll sit in character creation for like 7 hours and then restart.
Yeah, and then never play the game.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's just going to be a great place for people to show off, to meet other people, to share their gaming experiences, to meet new players, and have that all consolidated in one place and have people who care about the same stuff.
Right. And this closed beta is going to be in about a month. No more than a month, maybe 3 to 4 weeks from now. Closed beta will be starting. So you should check us out on Facebook and message us there if you're interested in that, or you can pre-sign up directly at www.gggamer.com.
Yep, and if you're pre-signed up, you'll automatically be invited to that closed beta. So
Right.
if you want in early, check it out now.
Yeah, and then public beta is shortly after that, which will be awesome. And we just want to build this community. Everybody knows gaming's already huge. We want a place to assemble everybody and have everybody chat and meet each other and whatnot. So that's what we're doing.
Sweet. And I mean, everything sounds amazing. GG is gonna be the place to be. It really is for gamers. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about as far as GG goes? For the people that don't know, GG does stand for good game. Maybe more PC players know about that. But yeah, if you
GG.
didn't know, that's what it means.
There you go.
Clarification.
Pretty
So yeah,
simple.
and that's kind of the basis for the whole site. It's that good game, that sort of camaraderie that you see at the end of matches and stuff sometimes, where it's almost like a digital high five. GG,
Yeah.
guys,
Or even playing
It's-
co-op in a horde mode or whatever it may be. Zombies, yeah. So that's definitely the feeling we're bringing to the site.
And so everyone's going to have their own customizable page. It's going to be like Facebook or other, social networking sites, but, focused on gaming.
Yeah, so picture Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, all mashed together, and maybe a little bit of Twitter, all mashed together for gaming.
That's the one-stop shop right there.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, and this is the tip of the iceberg too. I mean,
yeah,
obviously you have to kind of pare down what you can do for launch, but we've got so much stuff ready too for the future that this is just a jumping off place for us to really expand and find out what gamers love and add more to it every day. So,
and to tell you the truth, at the beginning of development, our original list of everything we wanted to put into the site, we ended up having to do about a fourth of that. Because we were like, we want to do this and that and this and that, and we had like everything planned out. And then when we got realistic with it, it was like, well, if you guys want to be developing for 4 years, then let's do that for launch. So we eventually had to pick a place and get this going. And then once things launch and we get rolling, then changes will become quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
One last time, anything else you want to say about GG?
I think that's it for me. We will
That's about it in a nutshell.
put up some more details later. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing featured videos coming up over the next month or so where we'll start talking about specific features and kind of go more in depth with each one.
Showing some
As
screenshots.
we get things nailed down for launch, we'll be able to start sharing stuff so that you guys can see it.
And check out our Facebook page. Like our Facebook page. There's a good chance you're going to see some screenshots coming up here soon of the game library or the homepage or something like that.
And if you somehow are listening to this and don't know our Facebook page, it is facebook.com/GGGamerTime. So there's 3 G's there. Don't mess that up.
GG.
But you'll probably find it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can type in GG Gamer into the search bar and it'll pop up.
Give us a like and talk about gaming stuffs.
And we got people
You like
posting interesting stuff all the time. It's
Post pictures of your scores.
Yeah, some
you know,
fans
it's
do.
more of that. More of that. More of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on from there, we're gonna hop into some E3 talk.
Yay!
Mainly, probably what's most anticipated.
Destiny.
E3 will be running from the 11th to 13th of June, but there is going to be some announcements before that. As someone just mentioned, Destiny. PlayStation 4 or Sony has announced that they are going to show the first gameplay reveal on the 10th of June. I'm assuming that's going to be an online-only thing or a special treat for people there at E3 early, insiders, whatever. Again, Destiny, as we mentioned in the last podcast, it's a pretty anticipated game from all of us.
Yep.
Rhett said you want to expand on that.
I want it now.
Well,
I mean, like we said before, it's done by Bungie, so if you're a Halo fan, you got a lot to look forward to. They're kind of blending a shooter with MMO stuff, so if you're a fan of either of those genres, it's probably going to be for you. A lot of us are kind of hoping it'll be cross-platform, just so you can play with anybody, especially if it's that geared for co-op and multiplayer kind of gameplay.
And I think this is the time. I think we're finally at a time where the hardware and everything should allow for cross-platform play.
Yeah, there really is no reason we can't play cross-platform yet. If Shadowrun can do it, why haven't we moved on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shadowrun was awful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because of the cross-platform, but oh my god, one of the worst remakes of all time. I think that can be agreed upon.
So Red Sedge.
Yo.
When you say cross between shooter and MMO, do you want to describe? Do you know the details of exactly how that's going to play out?
I don't know too many details. I mean, we haven't seen gameplay, so we don't know exactly how it's going to play for sure.
Right.
I mean, and there are a lot of pseudo MMO shooters out there. You look at like Borderlands with some of its RPG stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like Firefall came out a little bit ago. It's free to play, and it's sort of the same thing. So it's really just about doing it right. Having a world that players can come together in and have these experiences, and then giving them stuff to do. Having missions or dungeons, whatever it's going to be that they have in there.
So do you remember 2 Human?
I do.
Oh,
do you think it's going to be like a multiplayer massive 2 Human? As far as the gear goes and shooting, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That was all kind of sectioned off.
It was very sections off. So I guess I'm referring to like how the gear and weapons kind of worked. It was open world. It was kind of zoned off, but you got your upgrades and your new weapons and your armor that you could visibly see.
Yeah, I could see it being kind of like that in an FPS form.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, 2 Human had a lot of room to improve on.
Oh yeah.
And I think Bungie can do it,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We're talking about cross-platform. This is the game that could make it happen. This could be the kind of breakthrough
for sure
cross-platform needs where you have that kind of built-in audience already.
And if this goes well, I mean, I could see this being kind of like the new thing,
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, you think of other franchises that it could work for. Borderlands Online. We look at Elder Scrolls Online. Anything with online capability just expands who you can play with.
Yeah.
Which I think, just to budge in real quick, I think Elder Scrolls Online did just show today that you could go into a first-person mode.
Oh God, thank you.
Just like Skyrim.
Everyone will freak out.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it'll still feel like Elder Scrolls.
Oh
apparently.
God,
I don't know
you
yet.
just might have made my my year
Well,
by saying that.
I don't know. We'll
I wouldn't go
see
that
how
far.
it turns out.
Oh, if that's not
Um,
true, I quit.
If we can go back to Destiny real quick, we got to keep in mind it is made in by Bungie, so it could be fairly simplified as far as the RPG aspects they're talking about. Um, I'm hoping they kind of go that route, so it doesn't alienate players that say. I don't know if you've seen PlanetSide 2. I mean, it
Yep,
looks like
played
just
that.
another shooter, but it's really detailed. And I really hope they don't exclude, the non-super hardcore MMO guys, which I'm not really, But if they can keep it simple, and just let me kill things with buddies,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, and that's their roots, right, with their
kill other
shooters.
people. Yeah, exactly.
And then if you throw in some gear, that gives you some progression that people can, dive into over a long term for these
See, I'd like to
online
see
games
'em-
you play forever now.
That's why I want to see them go in depth with it. I mean, I totally see Wacker's point, but I would love to see them go in depth with it because this type of game is one of the ones you're playing forever, questing and grinding your gear out, So I hope it's a little bit in depth, at least enough to keep me hooked.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying more simplified. Not,
Yeah.
some games can get overly complex and ridiculous.
Yeah.
Smokey, let me ask you real quick. What's your thoughts on Destiny? The gameplay reveal, a lot of stuff surrounding. I remember they did say something about Destiny at the original PS4 reveal. What are your thoughts on the fact that the gameplay reveal is for PS4? They're showing it; it's exclusive to them.
I think they did it that way because Bungie has been Microsoft exclusive for so long. They're just like, you know what? We've given y'all enough. We're gonna go with the PS4 for a couple of things. I mean, of course, it's still gonna come out and everything, but I think they're gonna do most of their advertising towards PlayStation 4.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually haven't watched that much on Bungie on Destiny yet because I'm trying not to get too excited about it.
Media blackout for you.
Yeah.
Do you not want them to let you down, or you just don't want to get overly excited?
I just don't want to. I don't want to get let down when I finally get the game.
Yeah,
That's why I'm trying not to watch
overhyped
too much about Watch Dogs either. But
So you just feel that about games a lot in general. I take it.
Sort of. I hate it when they. I hate when games get
Do you have a
announced
problem with
years
Bungie?
early. I don't have a problem with Bungie. I love Bungie, but I don't know. I just haven't watched too much on it yet. I know I'm bad, but
Sometimes I do that too. When I know I'm gonna like a game, I try not to watch stuff about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Besides moving along to our next point, I think besides GTA 5, which is probably one of your most anticipated games, or to hear something of them talk about at E3, their Omni.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
If you could give us a little more,
And
more fantastic, buddy.
I thought that was enough confirmation.
It's pretty big,
But
a
well,
little more.
it's okay. I'm just excited because I've played them since literally the top downs, the GTA 1.
yeah,
So to see it evolve into what it has is just I feel like each time a new one comes out, they go leaps and bounds over the previous generation of what was capable. So I'm just excited every single time to see what's new, whether it be car physics or a bigger map or different vehicles or a new environment. And this one with the mountain terrain and the underwater environments with sharks and scuba gear.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I can't wait to
They're
go
supposed to
scuba
be
diving and
campers.
hiking.
Dude, I'm gonna
Campers.
do the craziest shit anybody's ever seen. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm not even gonna do a mission for at least the first week. But so yeah, that's why I'm excited. I just kind of want to see what that GTA engine can produce now.
I just can't wait
Are you
to have
hoping-
bullet braces.
Yeah, since if you pre-order GTA, you're gonna get a blimp, or as I like to call them, Zeppelins.
Is it?
Just because it sounds cooler, and Led Zeppelin is a great band.
agreed.
Anyways, I want to see Zeppelin, or I guess I'll just call them blimps. I want to see blimp wars. I want to see 10v10, in multiplayer.
Shoot 'em
Blimps
down.
flying at each other. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
One thing I'd like to see from GTA 5 is them taking some of their stuff from like Red Dead Redemption or LA Noire
Such as
and
what?
putting a little bit of that in there. Those games were just so fun to me.
Yeah, yeah,
And especially, I mean, I know as GTA in the Wild West, but
yeah.
I think they did so much right with Red Dead Redemption, the storytelling, how
Well,
they
they
Dragging
had
kind of
people with ropes.
protect in the world, yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'd like to see more of that in the GTA game
Yeah.
for me to sink my teeth into.
hmm I, I I don't even think there's been anything official so far. Not that I've heard. This is one of those games, Smokey, that I've kind of stopped paying attention to because at this point I know I like it. Like,
Right. It's like
just give it to
they
me.
already won. Just
Yeah,
come
yeah.
Well,
on.
I
If they're telling me
that's
there's
true.
gonna be submarines and sharks, I'm like freaking out. Like,
Well, I think
You go
that
to
you
the-
can just jump in and out of the three guys' stories like whenever. I think you can
Yeah.
you play with one and then you're like, oh, okay, I want to be the other one now.
can your friends simultaneously play with you?
I don't know about that. I mean,
See,
that
I
come
don't
on, give it
believe
to me.
so.
Give it.
Lord, that would just
Do
be-
that. They need to do that.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be obviously a co-op mode, for multiplayer.
Right.
But
Okay,
I
so
don't
I
think
guess
it's gonna
that's
integrate to the single player really at all.
all right. Well, even if they didn't, because when you used to play multiplayer, like I still play GTA multiplayer, like Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost and Damned.
I
But-
literally just stopped playing it to get on here.
Well,
Well, hurry up.
well,
It's called
But,
sacrifices, buddy.
Smokey, you know how like in multiplayer they tone it down, and I just mean overall, the game is just not the single player experience in
yeah,
multiplayer.
yeah.
So I would love to see them give me if they're gonna do that, just a multiplayer mode, which I'm sure they'll at least have that. I remember in Lost in the Dam they started giving me the ability to do like these missions
Mhm.
in multiplayer. You could go on missions together, which was pretty fun, but they were the same like 5 repeated.
Yeah.
So if they could expand that and just like give me the real city with real pedestrians and everything just like the single player and give me some things to do with my friends rather than just run around, which is still amazing.
Yeah.
But if they could do that.
It's still fun, but after a while you kind of get you run out of ideas. You're just like running around like, okay, well, what can we do now? It would be
Right,
nice to have
what we
an
did.
agenda.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like I said, because if they put in the AI like Foley with the pedestrians, then you could like do bank robberies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
come up with your own goals.
shootouts.
Yeah, it would be really awesome. So I
It'd be
hope
really
they-
cool. I don't know if you guys ever played Payday the Heist, which
I
is
have.
actually pretty fun. But if they would just have like just a mode that technically is that game, because it wouldn't be too hard to do.
Yeah.
Just have a bunch of little modes like that.
Yep.
I think they're really gonna kill it with multiplayer. I just don't.
So-
We don't know what they have yet. I hope to see a lot of that at E3.
See, there could be a lot of live areas like you just mentioned, to where like you pull up in the real world to these banks and it triggers this game you're talking about.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they could do that with a lot of stuff. Racing, sort of mini games,
Yeah.
parachuting, all sorts of stuff with their engine
Yep.
that they can throw in there.
So that'll be awesome. Can't wait for that.
I think it's gonna be ridiculous on the minimap how many icons we're gonna see at one time. It's gonna
You're
be
gonna have
like
to zoom in
4,000.
so far to single stuff out.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
go
zooming in
across the whole
streets
map.
at this point.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go across the whole map on a jet ski just to say I did it.
Or skateboard if you can.
Oh god, if they put a skateboard in, I'll die.
All right, Smokey, what's your most anticipated game just to hear about at E3?
Other than Grand Theft Auto and Watch Dogs, I'm actually really hoping they say something about a new Mirror's Edge, since it was kind of half leaked
Yeah.
earlier
Oh.
today.
I could see that as a PS4.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it would be really cool if they did it with the Oculus Rift, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Ah, dude,
You would like break your neck trying to do that, man.
that's like
No
orgasm, though.
But yeah, that's
That's a gaming orgasm right there.
I know.
Yeah, that
Nerdgasm.
It's for the fat people that can't do free running. That would be amazing. I'm one of them, so I'm not like trying to diss anyone.
Oh,
Um,
you're not alone.
But dude, that'd be so sweet to have the Oculus Rift be able to. But that's PC, then the game would have to be on PC as well. Hopefully, it would be. I'd love to hear about a new Mirror's Edge as
Oh,
well.
man,
I
yeah.
think it was a little underrated when it came out.
Oh yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, definitely.
It
I-
didn't get like the best reviews, even though I think it deserved better. But I don't think a lot of critics and everyone saw the point of the game.
Yeah.
I think it really missed.
Yeah.
You know. They
It
looked
wasn't
at
the
it
gunplay. 'Cause
action thing. It was not at
if you
all.
rate it
no.
for the gunplay, then yeah, it's not that on point. But
I believe I played the entire game. I think there was a few sections where they forced you to pick up a gun,
Yep.
but otherwise I played the entire game just kicking people in the face
Hell
and
yeah,
running
dude,
away.
just running. Yeah.
And that was me just running in the game, and it was cool. They had the controls really figured out, very smooth. It was awesome.
Yep.
Dr. Bowles, what about you for E3? Is there a particular game you're excited for?
No, well, Evan, or we guys already covered it. Grand Theft Auto. There, I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan.
Another one?
Yeah.
You guys are
I think we'll all be
Alright.
playing that together,
locusts.
probably.
Well, Dr. Bowles, he's been modding Grand Theft Auto for a long time.
Yeah, but yeah. So no, we already discussed mine.
Okay, well, here's something to talk about. One more thing, I guess, with GTA is, I believe it's confirmed already that it's going to be coming out for both generations of systems.
Really, that would
Oh,
be
wow.
a first.
Are you guys going to be waiting for?
No.
Are you going
Hell
to
no.
Steep release?
Not possible.
Something
so-
makes me want to wait, but yeah, I would never wait. I would just play it on both.
Okay, so what systems do you guys have? What do you have right now?
They're not doing PC at launch, are they?
I sincerely doubt it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. They probably won't.
Yeah,
No, they.
because that's
that,
what
like,
I'd
month-
ideally want to get it on.
That my computer might catch on fire trying to run it. So
Oh man, I was gonna crank up
My
the
computer would
graphics.
straight blow up.
that's what I'm saying. I
Too
have a
many
laptop like
NPCs,
using
Yeah,
it. It just
86.
wouldn't do it.
I hope they talk about Battlefield 4 a little more. I want to know more about that. I was in GameStop the other day, and there was a veteran from Iraq in there, and he was telling the guy behind the counter that game made him almost throw up because he said when he was serving there, there's other guys that carry cameras and record what they're doing for future training and stuff. And he said it was so real that it was just like that. He's like, I turned it off, and I haven't been able to turn it back on since. He was there returning a game. He was like, he's like, it just almost made me throw up. He was like, it's so real.
Ow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I was like,
pretty-
I gotta get it. So I'm pre-ordering it for PC ASAP.
Good job, game developers, making our veterans sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I have mixed
That's the
feelings
goal.
with this. He's
Yeah,
like, I want
nice.
to play it, but I don't want to like have a flashback and kill my family or something.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
That's
Yeah.
Play
Yeah.
Mario. There's plenty of Mario games.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole bunch of disclaimers when that game comes out.
Yeah, because it's just too real. I mean, it's when I seen it, I was so blown away that it just like seared the image in my head.
Close your
Yeah.
eyes, all you can see is Battlefield.
All I see is the guys telling by the Humvee telling me to come on. It's like, man, that is just way too real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the last, was it the last gameplay trailer they showed us, or one of them, where they severed the limb because the dude's stuck or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's pretty
I didn't see-
hardcore.
Yeah,
I
so that'll be
didn't
good.
see- I just seen where they were like they were talking to the guy and the camera's wobbling around by the Humvee, and they said it goes from cinematic right.
Did we lose him?
Cut
So I
off.
think we lost him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Just for a second.
he was saying when it goes from cinematic to gameplay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, it just goes from cinematic to gameplay. It's like I've never seen. The closest game I've seen that is that. I mean, because cinematics they special them up. They look better than usual as the gameplay. But I mean, like I'm playing a Need for Speed the Run where they do that with the camera, but with the Battlefield, it was just like, wow! I couldn't believe that I was watching the actual gameplay. I had to read that it went into the cinematic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Games are starting to look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting a little insane. Yeah, this is Whacker. My most anticipated game, just to learn, hear more about, see more of, is definitely Beyond Two Souls.
Yep, that looks
The
good.
game
Yeah,
from the
can't wait for
makers of Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain. I don't want them to show me too much, but I do want to just see more. Just give me another trailer, and it'll make my day.
Yeah.
Watch it 50
Heavy-
times.
Yeah, I believe Heavy Rain was probably my favorite PlayStation 3 game, next
It was
to
one of
God
mine.
of War 3.
That was one of mine too. Yep, it was such a good game. That story just like drew me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, those stories are just killer, and it does have good replay value.
Yeah.
Some people complain about the controls and all the QTEs.
Oh, whatever. I was a badass architect.
Yeah, it was extremely well made. So let's go over some quick, just new news. Knights of the Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic, if you remember back on Xbox and PC, the RPG.
Loved it.
I believe it came to iPad today, or it's coming soon to iPad.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
For $9.99. People
Ported
are
version?
pretty. It's ported. I don't know.
Wonder how that
I-
plays. Swipe
Yeah.
your lightsaber? I don't know.
They that's the main thing they said they had to change was the controls.
I think it's a point and click. So you like click and your character walks way over there. So it shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. I could
yeah,
kind of see that too with their pause interface.
Yeah.
Right, shoot commands and stuff.
Yeah. Also today, I don't know if you guys are excited. I'm not excited because I don't own an iPhone, but I love the series. The entire Phoenix Wright series is on iOS today.
Aw.
Cool.
So this is May 30th. We're recording on. So that's a big thing for iOS users. If you haven't played the Phoenix Wright series and you own a Nintendo handheld, you should feel stupid.
You're bad.
Because some people think they look silly and you're a lawyer, blah blah blah. They're freaking cool games. They're just as good as the Professor Layton series. If not better, I don't know. I'd say I like Professor Layton better just because I love riddles and crap. I don't know. So that's a little bit of phone news for you guys. We do know it's summer coming up very quickly. But there is already a bunch of huge deals right now. If you haven't been paying attention, Humble Bundle 8 came out, the indie one,
Nice.
which it's, if you don't know what the Humble Bundle is, you can pay 25 cents and get 5 or 6 games, but there's always going to be 1 or 2 games that you have to pay the premium price to get, which is an average of what higher end payers are paying. And the 2 games on the premium end are Hotline Miami. This is for PC only right now, I should be saying. 2 games for premium users right now are Hotline Miami and Proteus. Is what you get. I believe it's around like $5.90 at this point. Plus, you'll also get the indie games Little Inferno, Awesome Knots, Capsized, Thomas Was Alone, and Dear Esther. The official final version of Dear Esther. I bought this. It's sweet. There's some of these games are fantastic.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
If you're interested in even a couple of the games,
Yeah.
you should pick it up.
Even if you're interested in one game out of the that aren't Hotline Miami or Proteus, and you just want to play Thomas Was Alone, you pay $0.25 and you can download it, and it's yours.
That's pretty
It's
awesome.
amazing. Thomas Was Alone is one of the coolest indie games I've played in a long time. So I highly recommend that already to everyone.
I feel that way about Little Inferno.
Little Inferno, I haven't heard anything about it, and I was like, sweet, I got, it's another game. But
should
I
check
guess
it out.
I'll check that out next. I already got into some Awesome Knots. It's a really sweet multiplayer indie game, and I've already played Dear Esther on the original version they made. Do you guys know about Dear Esther?
I know a little bit about it, but I want to know what you think about it since you actually did get to play it. I've put off buying it so many times. It's gone on sale 100 times, and I always almost buy it, and I stop.
I'm mixed on it. It's worth it and it isn't. It's first person. I'm not sure what engine they use. I believe the original engine was the Source engine.
Mhm.
if I'm correct.
think
I don't
that's
know
right.
if this still is the source engine, just fixed up. But basically, there was an original they made, and then they wanted to revamp it. And the original is still free. You can still type in Dear Esther, ESTHER, into Google or Bing or whatever your choice is, and you'll be able to download it through Steam for free, the original version. Now, what they have in this Humble Bundle is the new version, where you can pay. I think what was the original price point? Like $15,
Yeah, I think so.
something like that.
It was like $8 or $10, something like that. It wasn't very
Yeah.
much.
No, but here's the thing, is that it's a first-person game where you literally just walk around and listen to a story of what might have happened to you. It's definitely kind of a mystery. Um, I will just say when I thought I beat the first level, I beat the game.
Oh my gosh.
So it runs about 45 minutes
Yeah.
total. The shortest game I've ever played, shorter than Journey, unless you play Journey in a super fast way, which you can, you definitely can. But anyways, but there's a lot of amazing visuals. The story is really cool. It's really well told. I still recommend it. There's no way I'd pay $10 for it for a 45-minute experience.
That's what's always stopped me.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
if I
mean,
could pick it up for $1, then yeah, sure.
yeah, and it comes with all these other great games.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's other huge sales right now. I will quickly dabble into them. On PC right now, free to play, Shadow Warrior Classic just went free to play on Steam. Today only, well, I guess that doesn't Sword of the Stars, The Pit. I've never even heard of it. Let's see. Sleeping Dogs Complete is $13 right now on Amazon Mayhem. This is for Steam. Lara Croft Guardian of Light $3.75. Tomb Raider Guardian of Light Anniversary Underworld and Legend for
That's a good
$10. Yeah. Legend. Yeah.
Great co-op.
Oh, Guardian of Light.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it. I need to play it.
That's
Come
fun.
on over.
I want to. Max Payne 3 plus LA Noire Complete $10. I mean, Bully $3.75. Bully plus Vice
Ooh,
City
Bully.
plus San Andreas plus Max Payne 2 plus Midnight Club 2 $12.
Bully's fun.
Yeah, dude, I got that.
Bully
for
was
Wii.
great. It's basically
Love it.
just GTA, which you love anyways.
Yep.
Pretty much every XCOM game is up for sale. XCOM Enemy Unknown plus Civilization 5 Gold Edition plus Civilization 4 Complete for $20.
Wow.
BioShock 1 and 2 for $5. Arkham
Oh.
Asylum Game of the
that's
Year
great.
and Arkham City Game of the Year for $11.50. So get on Amazon Mayhem. I'm gonna quickly see The Walking Dead. The decent one. That was a great storytelling game. I loved it a lot. I also loved the show and the comics. But $10 for that. Metro 2033, not Last Light, so don't get excited. Metro 2033, only $5. I mean, these are some killer deals going on right now. And this is before the Steam sale even starts. We will hop into some quick console sales real quick. PS3 NHL 13 is only $40. That's a great deal. NHL is probably the best sports series in my opinion. The new Sly Cooper, only $30. Mass Effect Trilogy, $40. The new Zone of the Enders HD, $20. Tomb Raider, the new one, $34. BioShock Infinite, $40. And for 360, Dark Souls is only $10.
Get it now, go. Speaking of
Again,
that too, Dark Souls 2, I want to see some of that at E3. I'm looking forward
exactly.
to that.
The rest of the deals are the same. So that's what we got. Nintendo doesn't really have anything. But this is Amazon Mayhem. They might be calling it Money Saver. I'm not sure. Just go to Amazon, look around, find deals. They're going to be coming up all the time. And obviously, as you heard, there's some great stuff going on. Anything anyone else wants to bring up?
I think that's about all the time we got.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Yeah. So again, the GG Gamer closed beta will be coming within a month from now.
Yep. You can pre-sign up now.
pre-sign up now at gggamer.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/gggamertime. Find us on the YouTubes at youtube.com/ggtube. Is that right?
GG Gamer Tube, I think it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
GG Gamer Tube.
GamerTube, my bad. And on Twitter at twitter.com/gggamer.
Underscore. There's an underscore at the end of it. We should mention.
Yeah,
Makes it easier to find.
I missed that last time. Sorry.
We'll put up the
Dude,
links too, so that you can
Are
see.
you kidding
exactly
me
what
right
they are.
now?
The description.
Just kidding. So leave us some comments for when we post this. If you have any critique, want to talk about what we talked about, want to know more about GG, hit us up on Facebook, wherever you want to, and we
Yeah.
will talk to you.
Later,
Let us know what you want to
guys.
hear about. Future podcasts coming up. If there's any news you want to talk about, hear us talk about, hear our wonderful opinions. Let us know what it is.
Exactly. Leave us any info. We will always listen to. We always read everything, so don't worry about it. And
True,
that's
we
going to
really
do it for episode 2 of GGcast. I want to thank Smokey, Omni, Red Sedge, and Dr. Bulls for joining myself, Whacker, here. And that's going to do it, gamers. Thanks for coming out.
Later, guys.
It,
All of
Later.